little low.
Not even gonna be able to see the car at this point. What is going on, guys? Today we got a brand new video with my 2007 Mazda 3 mod list. We're gonna do the final mod list of this car because it's gonna be sold sometime this year. I apologize about the background noise. Decided to find a open parking lot for a difference of change. First couple disclaimers before we start off today's video. For the people that say this is ricey, your comments will be removed very kindly. And for the people that say you should have bought a Mazda Speed 3, I will tell you right now, I do own a Mazda Speed 3, and I also technically have a second Mazda Speed 3 that's my girlfriend's. So I guess you could say I do have two. And for anybody that's been told you should just buy a Mazda Speed 3, I will say that after owning two Mazda Speed 3s, this has been just as fun as owning a Mazda Speed 3. Do I regret putting my money into it? Not at all. We'll put that little comment to rest there for you little haters. Let's talk about the car and the mod list. So a lot of you guys are probably here because you guys are looking for a new car. You're getting your first car, or your first car is your Mazda 3 sedan. And let me tell you guys a little bit about this car. There's a lot that you can do with it, but you have to be creative. So this is my 2007 Mazda 3 2-liter 5-speed manual sedan. It's a GS model, which is the mid trim, but it's got a couple extras as the sunroof and AC and a couple other things. It's been an excellent car. It's been a fantastic car. It's currently sitting at 227,000 kilometers, almost 228,000. I've had no big issues, but there are common little issues, mostly with suspension and bushings. Nothing to fret about or be worried about. This has been an absolute bulletproof car for me, and I love it. And with sorry sappy face, it's time for me to say goodbye. It's been the longest car that I've owned out of all of them, and if I had the money to do amazing things with it, I would definitely keep it, but unfortunately it's not in my plans right now. Anyways, this is a 28B color code, which is metallic gray something like that. And that's basically all you need to know about the model and trim of the car. So let's go ahead and take a look at every single mod that I've done to it that I can remember and hopefully tell you guys about. So we'll start with the exterior because that's the beauty of this car. So when you guys take a look at the car, this is how she sits. Now you guys are probably wondering what coilovers I have or what suspension I have. These are coilovers. These are the Raceland Ultimo coilovers, the really cheap ones. I have a ton of reviews on the channel if you guys want to watch those. I won't really answer any questions about the parts, but I will leave most of the parts in the link in the description if I can find them. So anyways, Raceland Ultimo coilovers. The wheels, now you guys will see these are OEM wheels, but they fit quite well. These are OEM, I think they're third or second, like the newest generation of Mazda CX-9 GS wheels. So it's the mid trim. These are 18-inch by 8 with a 45 offset, which gives it a nice amount, but a very safe amount of poke. Now obviously the rim guard kind of pops it off with the offset, makes it look stick out a bit, which is kind of nice if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It comes in a very nice gray, which is why I kind of liked it against this darker gray. It's kind of like a double shaded kind of, it's really nice. I got these for really cheap, which these are then paired to Dunlop SB Sport 5000 225/40/18 tires, and that is basically the wheel specs. Now if we take a look inside the drum, you guys can see I have the calipers painted red. I did want to do these gold to go with kind of like the metals kind of scheme that I had going on here, but I don't think I'll have time with the car to be able to do that. Other than that, the brakes are stock, the pads are stock, OEM stuff, red calipers, and like I said again, Raceland Ultimos. Now if you guys take a look right there, you guys can see I have a shaded blinker light. That is just done with, I think that was VHT or just a very light coat of Plastidip, either way. Now this car is a GS, so it did not come with side skirts from factory. I do have a video on doing this. Pretty much everything that I have here, there are videos on my channel of how I did them. These are GT side skirts that have been worked to be able to fit on these. These are painted just a basic black because I was a little too cheap to get them paint matched. I wish I did want to get them paint matched, but like I said, I won't probably have enough time with the car to be able to do that. But it gives it a nice look, and it definitely makes the bottom of the car look flatter, because without them it really sucks in. Next thing we're going to be noticing is that I don't have any door guard on there. Took that off, makes the car look a little bit cleaner, get to adore the body lines a bit more. Now if we come up here, you guys will notice AVS vent visors lets you put the window down a bit, keeps the rain out, which is really nice. In the back 3 windows, including these triangle windows, we got I think it's 5% tint. No tint up front, just the back, 5% tint, keeps the light out. Very, very nice. Can't see inside the back of the car. Again, back here looking at the same thing, red calipers, CX9 wheels. If we come to the back of the car, actually we'll go to the roof. You guys can see here I have a carbon fiber stubby antenna. This used to be black, but it now has color faded. That's been on the car for about 3 years. Got it from eBay. It's done quite well, and I actually don't mind that little gold that it's kind of turned into. Back of the car is a couple of aftermarket goodies. You guys will see that reflector and that reflector on both sides of the car, they are plasti-dipped, shaded black, not VHT plasti-dip for that matte look, just a very light coat of plasti-dip to be able to see through it. Back here we have the Spider LED aftermarket taillight, which are then equipped with LED white turn signals and LED white reverse lights, included with the aftermarket LED brake light, which looks very good when on, and I'll show you guys that right now actually. So this is what it looks like. The nice taillights with the white blinkers and the white reverse light. So if we can continue, I have these painted a very, very light gray, sorry, a very dark gray to kind of come off. I don't like black. I like to mix things up, but it's a very, it's like an OEM spray, OEM replica spray, so it has a lot of sparkle to it, which is really nice. And you guys will notice I have a cork or an exhaust coming out of here, which I will explain later on, including a backup camera right there. And that pretty much concludes the exterior of the car. Like I said, not really much going on. If we come up here, there are a couple accessories up here that I forgot to mention. The GS bumper comes with fog light inlays, but it doesn't come with the actual fog lights. So these are Spider fog lights with LED bulbs inside of them, custom wired. I have a eBay license plate relocator, along with a Duraflex open mouth grill, which is painted black as well. And then for the headlights, we got some special jazz coming up here, so I will go ahead and show you guys that I have DRL fog lights. Now this one, it's a little filled with water, still kind of, it still works. One click on, which is our, what would you call them, fog lamps? I have LED. Now if you go ahead and turn the signal on, you guys will see now it blinks orange while that side stays white. These are switchback LEDs, pre-wired. Put those in, very, very nice. And then for the headlight, go ahead and turn the headlight on. You guys can see I have LED headlights as well, but these are very special LED headlights. These are actually RGB headlights. My high beam's not going to display, but I have an LED high beam. That's why I have the fog light DRLs, because you can't actually have an LED high beam and DRL, which is, this is what it is. So that is why I was forced to do the fog lights mod. And that concludes the outside of this car. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed anything. So let's go ahead to the engine bay and talk about a little bit of performance. So if we take a look at the engine bay, it is quite boring. You guys will see here I have hella horns for the front. I also have some Password JDM hardware kit, goes around the entire car to give it some jazz. And then we have the stock airbox, but I have the airbox resonator removed, so there is nothing under the airbox. It's just an open thing. This is basically a cheap replica of doing a cold air intake. I used to have a cold air intake on this car. It's pretty much useless. You don't get much power out of it, so I just subjected to selling that, saving my money, getting rid of the intake resonator. You guys can see here I also have a strut bar. This is a CorkSport Strut Bar with the sticker taken off because I don't represent. And you guys will also see I have sub-wiring coming out of the battery. I also have a little mod that you guys might not know. If you guys can see, there's a little ground connected right here. This is a throttle body ground. It gives you a little bit more of a faster reaction when you put your foot from nothing into the throttle, which is connected to the negative side of the battery. This is painted red. This used to be painted red, but I've cleaned all of this up. I believe that is all for the engine bay. I also have like a bunch of wiring for the Bluetooth, for the RGBs and all that stuff. But nonetheless, this is the engine bay, which is quite stock. However, if we do want to include the engine mods, I will go back to the exhaust right now and show you guys. The exhaust mod that I have on here is a CorkSport Catback exhaust. Goes from the Catback. That is the only thing I have. Let me quickly start up the car for you guys and give you a little example of what it sounds like. This will be a warm start, not a cold start. which leaves us with the outside of the car and puts us inside of the car. We'll start with the doors. These are GT tweeters that I put in from a GT. My car did not come with these. Adds a little bit of extra sound. Got them for free. If we come down here, I do have speakers, which I will talk about when we talk about the radio. This is a red fabric that has been spray glued and wrapped over the stock fabric to make the doors red. If we come in here, you guys will see these vents are matte black, which I did spray paint, put a cap over this, spray painted the ring. The best part about this interior are the Mazda Speed 3 seats. They are first gen Mazda Speed 3 seats. Only the first gens fit in the first gen, second gens fit in the second gens, which I got these and put in the front. The rears are still the OEM bench seats. If we come in here, you guys will see I have replica Mazda Speed pedals. Very nice upgrade. I do quite enjoy these very much. If we come up here, you guys will notice this has been spray painted black. Don't suggest spray painting it. Do nail polish or something like that. This ring was taken off, spray painted matte black. I have the original trunk badge sitting on top of there. So we got this trim, decoration trim, painted glossy red with the doubled in little dash kit. Right here, we're going to talk about audio now. This is the Pioneer AVH 291 BT. It's a little one of their older models. I've had it in the car for 4 years and it's been excellent. Go ahead and turn it on. You guys can see reverse camera does the job, and it's got a little bit of in-depth audio control as well, which then that is connected to a sub and an amp in the back, which I'll get to in a second, and also 4 OZ audio speakers going around the entire car. Right here we got custom AC HVAC knobs. Right here we got a We Are Likewise diamond OG Neil shift knob with a little shift boot adapter, and then a shift boot from InFocus shift boot. This is from a GX model, this black e-brake knob, and everything else is pretty much stock in here. Little Mazda Speed things, I've had these for years. Also, if we take a look at this, LED interior kit on both sides, very nice, and which leaves us with going to the trunk. Go to the trunk of the car, you guys will see in here that I have the sub, and then I have the amp mounted on the back seat, and then also one very cool thing about this is I have a trunk brace. I believe it's from GT Sideskirts, I believe. I can't recall. Other than that, that is the trunk fully put together with a little sub put back there with a lot of room. With that being said, I believe that is all. I also forgot one thing. Under the shift knob here is a Manzo short shifter from eBay. It is also paired with solid shift bushings to give it a shorter throw than OEM, which is quite nice, and the solid shift bushings to make it just real, like, feel planted in there, which is also very nice. Other than that, that is basically the car and all I have to tell you guys today. All the mods and everything. It's been an excellent car and I do love this car very much. With that being said, this is my 2007 Mazda 3 GS. There's a ton of things you can do to these cars. You just have to be very creative. There's lots to learn. I also forgot there's LED Footwell LEDs, blah blah blah. There's gonna be a couple things that I missed. The full mod list will be in the description below, so you guys can check that out. I'll also leave links to what I can find of what I have on the car. You guys can, you know, buy stuff from those links as well. Other than that, I've spent over easy $5,000 on this in parts and stuff like that. I've gone through a set of wheels, gone through coilovers, and to this day I do like the car. It's been a fantastic car for me. Unfortunately, times have changed and I need to move on from it, so it will be going to a new home, but I've had this car for at least 3 or almost 4 years. It's been absolutely excellent. So there's this car. I will be doing a review on my buddy's sedan as well that has my old wheels, so keep an eye out for that if you guys are interested. That is all for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video and you want to see more Mazda content or car content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, and comment down below what you guys think about my Mazda 3 build. Other than that, guys, keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.